Nancy Mace was at that hearing today, the South Carolina Republican, kind enough to join us. Congressman, what did you think about what you heard and whether this could happen again?
Well, I'm deeply concerned about the leaks that are coming out of the administration saying one thing, and then we have people under oath who might be privy to that information say another, including former administration officials that have disputed some of what the comments have been made to distract from the balloon that was shot down off the coast of my home state of South Carolina. I'm also concerned about the fact that our country knew about this balloon for about a week before it came down, and it traveled across our entire nation from west coast to east coast, traversing over several important military sites. And so we need to have more hearings about this, and I want to hear tonight what the president's plans are to take on China's surveillance aggression, not just here but around the world. It's clear that they're being very aggressive with their surveillance around the world now that we know about these balloons.
Yeah, and again, no one knows for sure about the latest charges that they had done this even in the Trump administration and further back. Some 10 such incidents have recorded over this time period. Hard to say what's happening, but it would be even more disconcerting, would it not, if this was indeed going on and large China balloons or other type devices were found at or near or over our country, Congressman, and higher-ups were never told that the military, because maybe it might have been a brief foray and then it backed away, never told anyone.
Well, I would say that the current administration is being purposely misleading based on some of the briefings that I've had privately on this issue. It's still an issue that we need to investigate, and I've already participated in a classified briefing about it and expect more once we have more information from what comes from the bottom of the ocean floor off South Carolina's coast. We still have a lot of questions that need to be answered, and certainly today's hearing was a great first step to get to the bottom of some of that.
Real quickly, some have said economic retribution on China, punish them for this. Do you support that?
Well, I think we have to look at non-kinetic ways to deal with China. We shouldn't just be going to our military as the first step here. 80% of what we do with China should be economic. It should be in that vein. I do expect to see Republicans working on legislation regarding our supply chain. We need to look at ways to incentivize companies to manufacture here or manufacture south of the border in Mexico, Central and South America, for example. There are a lot of things that we can do as a nation to combat what China is doing without being aggressive militarily either. I do think there needs to be a balance.
All right. We'll see how they respond to that. Nancy Mace, thank you. Very good seeing you.